Hi, my name's Ryan, and I'm an alcoholic. Um, I've been sober for a little over 8 years, and I'm coming to you today to talk to you about a program I've been working on for about 10 months with a therapist friend of mine. The program's called FIS for Freedom in Sobriety, and what we're trying to do with this program is get you to a place where you don't need this program anymore, to a place where you don't think about this program or think about alcohol or addiction at all. It's a way to kind of break free from it and live a free life from alcohol and addiction. This is unlike AA, where AA is a step-based program. This program is a more of a get to know yourself, dig deep and get to know yourself kind of program. First off, let me say I am in no way a therapist. I have not had any schooling or anything like that, but this program, with some research, is how I got sober and how I've stayed sober. What this is a question-based program. How the program works is there are 19 questions and there are 4 lists. And you will ask yourself these questions. Where step-based programs, you go step 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. This, with the 19 questions, you answer them in whatever order you want, because this is your program and your program alone. The lists is a bit of an interesting part of it, where there's 4 lists and you have to answer those in chronological order, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But when I read through this, you'll kind of understand why. Now, once you get through the 19 questions and the lists, chances are good that you will still struggle with your addiction. But once you've finished, you reboot and you do the questions again. You can do them a second time around in whatever order you want. So let's say on day 1 of sobriety, you answer question 2. And you go through all the questions. Then you hit 17, then you're up to 15, then you go to 1 and 10 and 9 and 7, and you get through them all. Then you just start over. But you start over with whatever question you want. Maybe you want to start with 19, and then you want to hit 2. But when you hit 2, again, it may be a year out, it may be 8 months, it may be a year and a half. Chances are good you're going to get a different answer to question 2 than you did on your first day of sobriety. And that's the point. The point is to read these questions and learn these questions and answer them honestly. Again, that is the key point in this, is to answer these questions to 100% of your truth. So I'm going to briefly just read through the questions and the lists, but I'll start with the mission statement. The mission statement is honestly get to know yourself and make positive changes in your life. Obviously, making positive changes in your life is a good thing, but honesty, like I said, is the most important thing. You have to be honest with yourself answering these questions, because if you're not, what's the point? There isn't a point. So again, I'm going to read through the 19 questions. Again, if you're going to start this, start with whichever question you would like to. So question 1, what kind of a person was I before alcohol became a consistent part of my life? 2, what kind of a person was I in the early stages of alcoholism? What kind of person was I on my first day of sobriety? Question 4, what did you choose, or why did you choose to attend a sobriety meeting? 5. Was there a single or several moments that led to an out-of-control relationship with alcohol? 6. Can you own and accept where you are today due to your choices? 7. Can you forgive yourself? 8. Who is to blame for your alcoholism? 9. In time, can you forgive yourself and give back to others? 10. Can you take full responsibility for your actions due to alcoholism? 11. What challenges and struggles do you face today? 12. Are you prepared to establish firm boundaries in your life to stay sober? Again, this is the first episode. I'm working on kind of a manual for all of these questions and different ways to attack and look at these questions. But 12 is a very, very big one, a very important one. Again, in what I've written and in my life. 13, can you find 3 non-sober peers to lean on as you move forward in sobriety? 14, can you find 3 sober peers to lean on as you move forward in sobriety? 15, do you need an individual who has no connection or unbiased opinion of you and your addiction? 16, what have I lost due to my alcoholism? 17, what have I gained in my sobriety? 18, what are my life ambitions? And 19, do you have a higher power? The lists, again, the lists have to be done in order, and you'll see why. 1, create a list of activities you like to do under the influence of alcohol. This list is probably going to be very long, and probably pretty easy to create. 2, create a list of activities and responsibilities you like to do sober. 3, create a list of activities you enjoy doing under the influence in a sober manner. So how can you do things in list 1 in a sober manner? And 4, what new activities and responsibilities have been created in your life to make list 3 a success? This is what I did. This is how I got sober. This is why I can go to a bar after work and watch a baseball game and never think about alcohol while I'm there. Just enjoy the companionship and watch the baseball game. This is why I can roll a keg of beer into my house and let the people at the party enjoy themselves and never take a drink or think of a drink and have that keg at my house for the next couple days. I've been able to do this because of these questions, and with them being able to search my soul and figure out what my tics are and what my urges are and what makes me who I am, and a realization that I like the sober version of myself a lot better than the drunk one. So again, I am extremely thankful for my sobriety. I am very hopeful that these questions and lists will help you. And if you're someone who doesn't have an issue, but you know of somebody, I would highly encourage you to push this video towards them, or subscribe, or do anything you can to help somebody. Again, what we're doing here isn't perfect yet. And again, I don't know where we'll go or the next steps. I'd like to get into the questions a little more, and anyone who sends me a question, I would love to give you feedback and thoughts. So again, this is FIS, Freedom in Sobriety, and thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk soon.